YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Every time I post some new content. Listen, people, uh, I titled this one, The Worst 92 Days of My Life, United States Army Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operations Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom. I was actually really reluctant, and even right as I'm doing this show right now, I'm actually really still reluctant and actually really doing this particular show because just like now, the people that are wearing the uniform today, right, they're actually really doing what I did some 19 years ago, or soon to be 19 years ago. Uh, During that time frame, it was about looking for weapons of mass destruction. And it was just for the simple fact that once the UN officers came back and said that they didn't find no weapons of mass destruction, then they sent us on off anyway. And for the most part, that was what actually really started the whole, or what would soon be the 92, the worst 92 days of my life. As far as like the United States Army is concerned. Uh, Listen, I'll be the first one to tell you that. Well, I'm not gonna say that I enjoyed every moment of the 21 years that I did when I was in the Army, right? And I think for anybody that actually really said that they enjoyed every moment that they did serving this country, right? You know, they're actually like naive to the fact, because just like, because in life you're gonna have your highs and lows, regardless of who the hell you work for. Well, as I say this, it's because I know what a lot of people, what some people may be thinking, especially those that actually like really that has worn the uniform and is wearing the uniform now. Just like I said, when you raise your right hand, right, just like I said, it's always gonna be a strong possibility, a very strong possibility that for one, you're gonna get deployed to go to war. Right? You may not understand it. Hell, everybody in the unit, the battalion, or brigade, whatever the case may be, and even the people at home, they may not understand it. Right? But just know that it's bound to happen. And what's even worse, right? And the only reason why I said that what's even worse is because here it is. You sign up, you raise your right hand, you get deployed, then you don't get a chance to come back, right? And then everybody else, your family or families will be upset because, hey, they either lost a son or a daughter, uncle, nephew, grandson, great grandson, whatever title that you actually really hold to the other members of your family. Guess what? If you actually really don't come back, then guess what? That's something that they have lost, and that it can never actually really be replaced. And just like I said, I'm saying all this because with all of this stuff that's actually really going on now with the Soviet Union and the Ukraine, and then here it is, the United States government is actually really talking about, well, hey, look, if this happens, then this is what the hell we gonna do, right? Now, the only thing that I actually really pray about is that for the units that are already over there, and for the units that are actually like really that are about to go over there, I sincerely pray that the leadership that you guys have will be nothing like the leadership that we had. And the only reason why, and this is the main reason why I call it the worst 92 days of my career, because it was days over there that you actually really didn't know if you was coming home or not. Now, again, I know what a lot of people are going to say. Well, that's part of the job, right? But when stuff is put in, unnecessary bullshit is put that will be put in place, that just made the chances of you not coming home that much higher. And you know, and then another thing about it too, and just like I said, you know, whoever that'll watch this video, they may be like, okay, well, damn, you know, uh, you actually like really being selfish, self-centered, whatever the fuck, you know, whatever the fuck the case may be, right? But we actually really got on the plane or whatever. Just like I say, I was less than 2 months of my birthday, right? I was actually really gonna turn, damn, yeah, I was actually really gonna turn 30 years old, I believe, right? And then here it is, what, I'm less than 2 months from actually really turning 49, right? But it was just for the simple fact that, you know, going off of what I've actually really seen or you know, seen in times past, and you know, it has nothing that actually really do with, you know, being in the United States Army. But you know, I've come to realize that regardless of the month and year and day that you were born on, right? Somewhere down the line, right? Unless, you know, something, you know, happens or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, you're probably gonna die either a month before or a month after your birthday, right? And so, with all this stuff, so all this stuff is going on in my head, right? Because again, the leadership wasn't about shit, right? You know, I mean, they out there sending us out in ground attack formation when it really wasn't no ground attack at all, right? So it's shit like that that will cause a lot of people in your platoon or unit to get killed off because of the leadership, that is put in front of you. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now, a lot of people may say, well, damn, you talking about the president. I'm not talking about the president, but if it acts like really, if you know, if that's how y'all want to feel about it, if y'all want to take it that way, then hey, by all means, do that. But I just look at it, but then again, and uh, you know, I just look at it like this, right? And anybody that's been in the army longer or the armed forces longer than a day, everybody has always heard the phrase, hey, guess what? Shit rolls downhill. And so a lot of stuff will get changed out because the leadership, whomever that may be, right? They're actually really, take a look at it and say, oh, well, you know what? Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it this way. And I'm actually really not going to go into a whole lot of details. Just like I said, I got a book that's coming out, AR 670-Harris. I actually really go into detail about what happened over there and why I'm actually like really doing this show, the worst 92 days of my life, as far as like the United States Army goes. But I just felt like that I had I had to really put this out there. Now it may seem like that I didn't say a whole lot, but whoever decides to actually really watch this particular show, whether you feel like this, whether you serving, right, or you was just one of the people that was actually like really cheering us on, right? I mean, it's just one of those things that you get you get paranoid, and for the most part, it's actually like really stays. It is something that will actually like really stay with you for the rest of your damn life because that shit is drilled into your head, right? It's just sometimes I go back and I look at it now, and every year around about this time frame, I you know I get a little paranoid. I get a little paranoid because I'm always steady, constantly thinking about what the fuck happened to me. Soon to be 19 years. I want to say here either on the 23rd or the 24th, right? Getting on that plane, heading across that water, you know, going to do a job, not really knowing if I was actually really gonna come back or not. But as you can see, I'm here. I'm back in one piece. I'm a little fucked up in the head, right? But hey, it is what it is. So to all to all that are serving right now, right? I really don't know how many people actually really gonna watch this, whatever. But for everybody that's serving right now, and you get ready to go across that water, there's only one thing that I can actually really tell you to do. And then once you do it, right, really be sincere about it. I mean, really mean it because here's the deal. Whether whether or not whether you're single, guess what? You got family. And if you're married, hey, you most definitely got responsibility, right? In either case, right? Everybody wants to go and everybody, it's a job that nobody want to do, but you got to do it. So for y'all, all I can do is just tell y'all, hey, look, pray the best way that you can, or the best way that you know how. I mean, don't focus on the job at hand. I mean, family's gonna be there. But the first time that you focus on family too hard, then that might be enough to actually really take your life. So with that being said, hey, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door, cross street, around the corner. Paul's Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, you guys be safe, and we'll be waiting for y'all on the other side when y'all get back.